Alright, here we got Robocop versus the Terminator for the Sega Genesis. There's also one for the Super Nintendo, which is going to be another review. This one's for the Sega Genesis version. I'm not really sure about the story of this. I think both of them, the two games actually have a little bit different stories, but, with shooting games, I don't really pay attention to the story that much. The game is, gameplay-wise, it's very similar to the Super Nintendo version, but the level is nowhere near the same. The graphics are different. The song is different. Everything's different in the game except for the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty much walk left and right, shoot in both games. And for God's sake, if you have the choice between touching the enemy, like walking into them, or being shot by them, take the shot, because they will drain your health really fast. The little bullet ain't gonna hurt you too bad. But if you walk into somebody, or they you try to walk through them or something, you will get so fucked up. And that is ridiculous. Because, you would think that wouldn't hurt you so bad, but you're going to get bombarded by bullets all the time. So this is your first boss. I guess he's sort of like a Terminator, but I don't think he really is. But he went down really fast since I had this advanced gun, this bigger gun. You'll see a definite Terminator in level 2. So it gives you your score at the end of the level. All that. Alright, now this level is extremely reminiscent to the first game. Not the first game, but the one for Super Nintendo. Because the way this level is, just look, the place. It's the same as on Super Nintendo. But it's not exactly, the setting is the same, basically. Now with these guys, I don't even know if it's really all that important to take them, save them or not, because I usually just walk right past them and not even mess with them. And this city's in chaos, and I'm not sure if they're just supporting the Terminators, or these are just a bunch of bunch of villains or something from the city. I'm not really sure. But this game is a lot gorier than the Super Nintendo version. See, it took a lot of health away. Now, but the Super Nintendo version has better sound and maybe sharper graphics by a little bit, but not by much. The gameplay is a lot slower, but it's still a fun game. In the Super Nintendo version, you don't really see Terminators very early. It's more or less just like a Robocop game with Terminators in it. It's not really a Terminator versus Robocop game in the Super Nintendo version. This one is sort of like that, but not as nearly as bad as the Super Nintendo version is about it. See what I mean? You just walk into them and basically all your health is gone, right there. Now the first Terminator you fight, it looks sort of like Arnold, but he's really, really easy. Shoot this guy. He should be coming up right in a second. It's basically Robocop can climb up ladders and stuff like a freaking monkey, which I don't understand, but apparently he could in the show or whatever. I've seen all the Robocop movies, 1 through 3. I've seen all the Terminator ones except for Salvation, which I don't really care about because, I just don't. I've seen enough Terminator for now. I know you can't really get enough Terminator, but that is a little much at times. A little too much. And based on what I've seen review-wise, doesn't that look like the Contra gun, the spray shot from Contra? That's something I was going to point out later, but apparently I got it right now, so I might as well point out. This is literally the gun from Contra. So that's like the spray shot from Contra. And this game isn't really like Contra, but it took one of Contra's weapons, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing right here. I think I was going backwards. Yeah, I was probably going backwards. But just keep on going to the right more or less. There's your first Terminator. It looks like Arnold basically, like the skin Terminator off the movie, first one. If he'll ever go down, he's gonna get back up until he becomes exoskeleton, which you'll see in a second. Right now. And if you just heard him say that, he just said you were Terminated, so he basically took a Terminator quote from the third movie. But the third movie wasn't out at that point. This is like, I don't know when this was made, like early 90s, so he couldn't have, taken that from there. And the funny thing is, the song doesn't say Terminator. It's not like, talking about Robocop at all. It's like, it's weird. Here's level 3. It's sort of like an industrial park, I guess. This one's where it starts to get a little bit hard, because you start getting bombarded by everything. Even, for some reason, now construction workers have weapons and they want to kill Robocop. I guess this had something to do with the movie. I can't remember the movie. He went to like a construction site where he was going after Kane and Bodiger, actually. So maybe this is what it's referencing to, but, I mean, really, I don't see, where this came from if it wasn't from those two movies. So this is a new gun. To switch guns, push the B button. I think it's like I guess it's like a shotgun or something. Instead of the spray shot, it's a lot easier. The boss at the end of this one is a little bit tough, I'll say it right now. He's pretty tough. But I've never seen him before. He kind of reminds me of Ed 209, but it's not him. Personally, I think that's a grenade launcher. I think it's one of the more powerful weapons in the game. Please do not get hit by that fire. That's like the worst thing you can do. That will burn his ass up. Like, it's kind of weird. In the third Terminator movie, fire didn't really hurt him. But in this game, it's like it tears him all to pieces. And I still don't know who all these guys are. I don't know if they're like Terminators, or they're people that are like really obsessed with killing Robocop, or they're Clarence's people, or what. They don't really explain that I know of. But Terminator, not Terminator, Robocop moves a little bit faster than he does, in the other game. Other game, he's pretty slow. Now, they should have made this into a movie. They really should have. But didn't for some reason. I think they had like a cartoon at one point that I can't find anywhere. And for the love of God, do not try to fight the boss with just your pistol. It ain't gonna work. Oh, watch for that. Go. See, a lot of these bullets can't really dodge, so you might as well just walk right through them. You can try to jump over them all you want, but it ain't gonna do but so much good. Someone needs to fix some damn gas lines. Now I'm going on him, and he slides a little bit, so I like the older games, but still good. Alright, here's the boss. I really don't remember him from anything, but it looks like Ed 209. Please do not let him run into you. I swear to God, that's like the worst thing ever. He will kill your ass. See? He barely touched me, and I'm already like halfway dead. See? I basically reduced to a pea shooter for right now. Please get up there, please get up there. Do not. There we go. For some reason, there's no music right here. I do not know why. Is he dead already? Wow. I had to do it with the pistol the first time, because I died right before him and he killed me like a bunch of times, and he was really hard back when I did it the first time. But that took forever. I'm talking about like 5 minutes. I didn't get a game over, but it took me like 5 minutes. Now this one is a little bit of a level that kind of got on my nerves. And this is where I basically stopped when I was playing this earlier today. This level is just yet another construction site where you have to avoid toxic waste, and it's really hard to avoid. If that touches you, you're pretty much screwed. Now, if you play the NES version, which I'll probably cover, you might want to. This is the only part of the game I'll actually recommend save stating like right now. See? Alright, because if you jump, it's like a trick, you have to jump like right in the middle. See? It's like a sweet spot. If that shit touches you, as you saw, it burns your ass up. Thank God I got the spray shot stuff. Spray shot is definitely the best weapon I've used so far. It just lights up everything. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I did beat this level. The level after this, I think. That was like really, really hard. At the end of this one, you gotta fight like a tank looking thing. Something that's still not a Terminator. Now this game really just has like a lack of Terminators. It really does. Unless these guys are Terminators, which I don't see them having exoskeletons in it. This look like humans. Shit. I messed up. But, I mean,